Check. Pooping. Pooping into my cupped hands. Pooping. Check. Pooping into my cupped hands. Pooping. There we go. Just doing an audio check. So, today I'm gonna start working on some character designs. I got some stuff up for like my little story called a Buibo up right now. I might talk about that today. That seems like something pretty fun to do. I've only told like a select few people about the story. I guess I can give like a small premise of what my outlook for that is gonna be. It's definitely a lot more bigger and complicated than my other story, but my other story, let's just call it GFB because it's got a long ass fucking name. Gleep, Glorp, Fossil Fuel, and Barbara. So for GFB, I do need to start working on the character designs a bit more. I do have a lot of shit for Fossil Fuel. I don't need to fucking focus on Fossil Fuel. I got a good amount of shit for Barbara, but I need to get more. She's the main character. And I've got Jack Daddley Squat for this motherfucker right here, Gleep Glorp. Because I never know how I want his body to look. So, oh yeah, this is some guy from Buivo. So, the reason why I'm working on Edwin right now is because I'm trying to get give this story like the treatment I gave for Gleep Glorp GFB, where I had like a set in stone design, for especially for like the hair. Because if you keep on doing the hair different in every panel, then it's just gonna kind of look like a mess. So I'm trying to get something just set in stone, but none of it really looks like Edwin, like what I'm looking for. Let me see if I can get a picture up real quick and show y'all what I mean for how I want Edwin to look. Trying to see if I can find a recent picture, because I made like a whole mini comic for him. I guess this little sketch would do good. Let me just open this up real quick. See if I can paste it into clip. Copy. Shit. I need to hook up my keyboard or something. I know I'm oh shit! No! There we go. Control V. So I'm trying to get something a bit like this. The character is supposed to be an 18-year-old character. But I still kind of want him to have like a bit of a baby face because he is supposed to be the more innocent of them. His hair is real like gelled the fuck out of. He puts ungodly amount of gel in his hair. His hair is actually naturally curly. He just puts so much gel in it that it's super fucking spiky. I like the messy look, but I need to get something more consistent and something I can bust out more. I try to like give him the way I draw my character, where for me, whenever I draw myself, I give myself like three little poofs right there. So I'm trying to do something kind of similar. Maybe not do like 3 poofs like me, but something similar. Just worried. It's the consistency wise that I'm worried about. So this is probably the most accurate in how I actually want him to look. But even here, I feel like, well, I feel like I kind of got it. I want the 3 hair tufts in the front like this. And then I want like a couple of like wavy top things. Because before I would draw his hair like really spiky. Which is like, but like it's too straight. Because his hair is actually very naturally curly. So it doesn't really make, sure it's like, cartoony, but it doesn't really make too much sense that his hair would all of a sudden just metamorphosize into something else. So just trying to figure out. I'm just gonna redline this one, just so I can get this design, because I like how his face is structured here. Although I do kind of want his nose to be a bit longer. Shit. Does kind of have a bit of a rounded face a little bit. Like I said, he's still kind of baby face, but you know, he's a 18-year-old growing boy, so he's you know, getting to be looking more like a young adult. Still kind of looks like a teenager though. Like me. Except it's been 3 years and I'm still waiting for me to actually look like a grown man. So I'm thinking, because I want there to be some emphasis on his eye color. So I'm thinking I'm going to start, instead of filling in all black, I'm going to start like putting a little bit of a center to it. Now, I'm not sure how I want this look, but it kind of gives the concept of what I'm going for. I'm thinking probably like a little tough back here, like one getting bigger, the big boy, and then almost an equal boy right there. 3 front tufts, and his hair kind of like sticks out a bit in other directions, and I kind of like the little detail that he's always missing, like a little curl in the back. He's got big old ears, like I said right there, dark under eyelashes. He's also kind of got this line on his nose that I don't really put in too many of my notes. But yeah. He's got a little line on his nose. His nose is decently long. He's got a pretty slender face. His eyes are supposed to be blue. And that's because this character, he's able to like suddenly be able to see into the spirit world. And so when he does that, his eyes invert, and I like the idea of them, the eye color turning red and stuff. So like when I'm gonna do like some sequences or some like art things, or like little pieces of him, like his abilities awakening, and what's gonna actually happen is everything's gonna go negative except for his eyes, implying that the only thing that actually did change was his eye color. This will be like a later on thing, but yeah. I kind of like this design, but I feel like I'm trying to find a happy medium between this and this one, because I really like this one. This one I feel more embodies the energy of the character. Still like a sweet little baby boy, but like, you know, he's like, you know, he doesn't look too innocent looking, you know? I feel like this one looks like really, really innocent, like an actual baby. Whereas this one looks like a young man, you know, coming, like, you know, growing up. Anyway, let's just get to fucking work on that. So, just gonna start off with an old process. So, fuck. I'm actually just gonna continue to start drawing over here. So I want his head to be kind of like a rectangular shape. So this will probably be the shape of his head right here. You'll have the 3 tufts right here, a little tiny one, this one, big one, big one, and a little thing. Doesn't get his hair cut often, so the sides are kind of thick. Big old ears. I am completely ignoring this rectangle. Oh my god, I am entirely ignoring this fucking rectangle. Anyway, there's his silhouette. This is kind of what I'm going for. So, what I think is different about these designs is that I'm going for like a head shape and then I'm putting the eyes in. When usually when I draw, I do like the facial expression first. I'm not trying to fit the facial expression in there so it doesn't feel like crushed or anything. Then I throw the nose in. Put some more details in. And I know where I want the chin to go, so I don't have to worry about where the mouth is. I think I found my problem. But the problem is, when you're trying to do like a whole body sketch of somebody, you end up drawing the head first. So I got to find a solution to this. This gets a little bit more. I think I know what's wrong. It's not that this looks too babyish. This has not the same energy as this, you know? Like I feel like there's a lot more emotion being portrayed for how I drew this compared to how I drew this. This feels a bit more stiff. I think I'm starting to recapture that just a little bit. Anyway, since now I got the eyebrows of the way I know where the hairline is, start doing a bit of this. Thick little boys on the side. So like I said, he's got an undercut, but like you've got that undercut haircut that when you don't trim it often enough, so it looks kind of a little blocky on the side. Okay, the hair looks fucking stupid. You gotta decide whether I think he'll push it forward. This tuft is a little too weird. A little bit of craziness. I got an idea of how I want his face to look. No. Get the sketch done. Don't mind the crying children. They're hungry. I'm just joking. That's the people that live next to me. Fortunately, the walls of my house are very thin, so a lot of noise travels through. I'm trying to get all these fucking tangents out of here. So he's got kind of a yeah. I'm remembering a little bit more of the original design. He's got kind of a square face, but like a softer kind of jaw. His cheeks are still a little rounded. I think I'm starting to capture a little bit how I want the character to look a little bit more. He's not he lives in like a kind of like a high action world, but he's not like a high action kind of main character. He's I really want, the audience to see how out of place he is in this. This is not where he wants to be. This is not how he wants his life to be. You know, unlike a lot of like action stories like this that it starts off and it's like, oh, the character gets, I don't fucking know, crazy superpowers, and all of a sudden they're able to fight crime. It's more like character gets crazy superpowers that he doesn't want and still doesn't want by the end of the whole story. I drew everything on the wrong layer. That's fine. Everything is fine. Don't worry, everybody calm the fuck down. Everything is fine. Everybody calm the fuck down. No. No. All right. Well, I don't know if I like that sketch anyway. We'll live. It's all right, everybody. You can stop crying now. It's big tough, medium tough, itty bitty baby boy. I think this pen is a bit too small. Let's start with a little bit bigger, chunkier lines. Do double line down here. Let's get very thick under eyelashes. Oh yeah, digital is just the best. when when you do it right. Then you're like, oh wow, I could just fucking copy and paste all this. And then you realize you've spent hours drawing in the wrong color. Yeah. I'm gonna find a way to clean all this shit up. Da da. How is everybody doing? We doing good? It's finally a nice day where I'm at. It's been hot as balls. In fact, it's starting to get a little hot in here. You might have to hear a little bit of a humming in the fan back in the background, but hopefully that'll pick up. Oh shit, that's loud. Let me see if that's coming through. It's probably coming up every time I talk, but shit. Hey. Well, it's not too hot, but you know, I live in Washington. I'm used to very, very temperate shit. In fact, like, you know, even like a little cold. And it's been like 90 something for like weeks. Finally dropped down to like 70. So, you know, it's nice that it finally cooled the hell down. You know, I'm all right with like little warmer days, but I don't like when you know, Satan takes a shit on me. You know what I mean? Ain't into that. If I like that, I would have moved to a hotter state. But I like the mountains. Dude, wrong layer. I'm just trying to get the silhouette of this character's head down. I like drawn like little sketches. This is like a story I've been thinking about since I was like 14 or something. You know, just trying to remember when I first came up with this idea. So I like had little sketches, and I always just thought of what the character would look like, and I'm trying to get across how I've imagined this character for all these years. That's actually proving to be a lot harder than I thought it would. I didn't do the flip test. Oh no. Shit. It is probably completely lopsided, but should be cooling down now, thankfully. Dude, Cali is the king of microclimates, chilly as hell in one part. Honest balls, 5-10 minutes away across the highway. Yeah, I don't know if I would fucking want to go to. It's kind of the same here in Washington, because I live over in the West Coast, so I'm over by the water, and the ocean and shit. So it's a lot more rainy over here. Whereas the other side, it gets the fucking, you know, the crazy weathers. I think there's a desert here. I'm not sure. But I've never went that way. I've always stayed in my comfortable little temperate area. Okay, so this is probably lopsided as fuck. But what's important is I'm getting the silhouette of the character down. That's my main priority right now. Wow, this is messy. I have been stepping away from art for like quite a bit. So I'm trying to get back into it all of a sudden, you know, force myself to draw more. Um, so not really feeling my A game right now. All right, let's start making some actual character sheets. So, the way I always imagine this character is little rectangle for the head. Rectangle about the same for like torso. He's a pretty square looking person. He's also very tall. So I want his legs to kind of be very long boys. Hype to see it. Thank you. Yeah, I got like a lot of cool ideas. I just gotta work on it more. I'm working on like a story that I'm wanting to save, like maybe even like having like a creative team for. But this is the story I should be working on right now. I gotta make more stuff for I gotta make I gotta make stuff for him. I barely have jack diddly squat for him. And I gotta make more stuff for her because she's the main character. I just really like this character because he's based off of my character that I made up when I played Grand Theft Auto a lot. So I ended up drawing him a lot and coming up with a lot of dumb stuff for him. But he's not the main character in the story. She's supposed to be the main character. There we go. So let's just have him T-pose. One of his hands got to be like. Hold on, I gotta figure out where people's hands go. They're like right above the knees, right? So hands got to go like right about. This should be the fingertip right here. There we go. Right. Time to add some boy to this. A smaller thing. Sorry, it was just the look of like this face on this very geometric body. It suddenly looked a lot more detailed and everything else. So oh, this works out good. This is the hairline. There we go. Starting to come together a bit more. I think I gotta shrink down his head a bit more though. Yeah. Ah! No! What? There we go. There we go. I've been practicing so many like dynamic posing that it's so weird to like just try to make something more stiff. His arms to be a little lankier. It's supposed to be a lanky boy. I'm trying to make something like I made for. So what I'm going for right now is I'm trying to make a one of these. Although I gotta make a little bit like more angles for him. I only really just went with this because I gotta make a back thing because there's a lot of things that are like his scars and the rest of his tattoo. There should be more details on the other side. and so I gotta make like a back end of this. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've been feeling yeah, same here. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've been avoiding making character sheets. I just do like little scribbles of them, and sometimes I do like a little like drawing and I put their name over it. I do mostly like concept arts. But since I'm actually really going into actually being serious and wanting to make comics and stuff, I think it's very important that I start making um these sheets. That way when I have to design a character or maybe I forgot like a certain detail of them, then I have something to fall back onto. I can just look back and leave little notes for myself. See, the problem was whenever I tried to like make a see even here, this isn't even really static. I have a lot of his weight being like put down on one leg for some reason. He's like leaning over to his side. It almost looks like he's falling over and he's trying to like balance. Um, I'll keep it like that though. Kind of happy that my problem now is that I'm too used to making these dynamic looking characters that I like that my problem is that I don't like making them stiff anymore. Yeah, like for this when I actually started doing some practice things of my comic, it was super helpful. I didn't have character sheets of them, but I had a number of consistent things that were like, so Barbara's hair is always going to have this big poof, a couple of these like medium ones, and then two of these small ones. That's how I always wanted her hair to look. And then the same over here, three medium ones, and then like three small ones, and then a little hairpin. But like I always knew how I wanted her hair to look. And it was same for Fossil Fuel. He had like, this big head, a spike on top, two spikes here, very very easy defining character things that you just remember, like kind of formulaic. It makes it super easier for when you're making the characters together. In fact, I could probably try to pull up one of my if I've got it somewhere. I think that's on my other computer, but I do know I have like a doc for it of when I first tried to make my Gleep Glort Fossil Fuel and Barba comic. Was I really liked how, well, for one, they're very different looking characters, so that helped out a lot more. Not everybody's gonna have an alien, some girl, and a dinosaur guy, so doesn't help out too much. Hold on, let me see if I can. I don't want to fuck anything up. Fuck. Hmm. No, I don't want to fuck up the stream. I'm just gonna try to like copy some stuff down, see what I can get in. But yeah, it made it super easy for when the characters are like, there. I knew how to draw them at different angles because I know where all their things should go. Barbara's kind of got this Mickey Mouse shit going on. Her hair always looks the same at every angle. Um, I don't have anything like that for Leap Glorp though, so that's a problem. Anyway, back to Edwin. I should really go to art school or something. It took me a while to realize, I've done so much self-taught things that sometimes when like people who have gone to art school and now people who I talk to that are like, you know, I talk to them like, you know, we're like on equal skills. They talk about certain things and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Like people ask me what my style is, I don't know what it's called. I go, what do you mean what your style is? I just feel like I don't know much about my community. It'd be nice to, you know, understand it a bit more. I don't feel like his legs are lanky enough. Longer legs. Thank you. I try to be cool. Shit. There we go. I really should do these streams more. It is pretty nice to, like, you know, do this. You know, feel like I got some company. Sometimes it gets a little tiring just to do art alone, or, you know, especially with, like, I work a lot now, so it's nice to step away and, yeah, do art things. His eyes look like they're going different directions. um, but yeah, there we go. There we go. There, this is starting to look like my boy. This is how he should look. This is what his proportions are supposed to look like. You know, long legs, also pretty long arms. He's a rather thin gentleman. I'm just gonna put this one away. All right. I'm gonna start doing some. I call it my blue sketch. Blue sketch is when I get more detailed and I treat it like it's line work, but also it's blue, so I still have I can trick my brain into acting more free with it when I get my details. That way not everything looks so rigid. I'm not having this perfectionist mind state. Like I can't even do head-on shots anymore. I feel like those look too stiff, or they just feel too stiff. I'm like, oh no, no. If I'm ever looking someone head-on, it's usually really uncomfortable. I always imagine the characters the way I would talk to somebody. They're probably a little turned a little bit. Somebody's looking at me perfectly, like dead on. That's fucking weird. I wonder where all my brushes went on Clips. Ever since I updated Clip Studios and I like changed computers and shit, like a lot of my brushes were just fucking gone for some reason. They were all free at first. I haven't really looked too hard for all of them. I don't know if they cost money now. I used to have like 4 different like erasers to choose from. Well, now I got nothing. Do 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 do. Oh. Oh. So I'm working on trying to get more comfortable with backgrounds. There is something that I was working on, like a little project. Let me see if I can pull it up. So like I've drawn something like this before, where it's kind of like that. Um, that one took a lot of time and like heartache. Then I tried using more of a perspective tool, seeing how I can put a character into it, shading it a little bit. I have been trying to get more open to backgrounds. I'm no way mastered it in any form. I tend to ignore it half the time. Let me see if I can find. But I did do like some paintings that I really liked. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to do like like start doing paintings, painted backgrounds. I just got to find a way to make it work with the style a bit more, because this is definitely like a completely different kind of style than how I actually draw with my line art. So I'm not sure. I have been trying to do a lot more digital painting because this was really fun. This was like one of the first uh, digital painting pieces I've done. I was really just trying to treat it like it was an actual canvas and trying not to click backspace. So any mess I put on it, I had to make it work. But yeah, backgrounds still having characters integrated in it. I still feel like she kind of looks like she's floating in here. I want to get better at that. I'm not too good at it. Um, but yeah. I don't really feel like doing detailed hands. I've been trying new things with like how I draw feet like that. And I saw a picture somewhere and was like, just split it into these three parts. For some reason, that kind of clicked a little bit. I do like kind of drawing my feet a bit bigger. So I'm just going to just scale it up a little bit. Makes the characters feel a little bit more balanced. Oh no, these legs are destroyed. Fuck! I fucked it up. I'll make it work. Thank you. I'm tired of all these buff protagonists. I'm done with it. It's time the skinny boys get some rep. I'm tired of it. Just kidding. There's actually quite a bit of pretty skinny protagonists. But still. But still. Oh, he's supposed to be like, yeah, he's like a very tall, very thin young man. He's about 6'3". You know, he's a very gentle boy. Okay. Time to put the green. The green is the clothing. That is true. See how like a little smiling creeper shirt. He's a fucking nerd who likes Minecraft. I'm getting real messy with these legs. I'm gonna fucking hate myself when I gotta sketch this shit. Who the fuck messaged me on the Discord? You'll never know. Alright. I guess let's do some line work now. We did it. We made it. It's time for line work. I really should have done this at a higher resolution, but I didn't. So now I have to live with my mistakes. And so do all of you. I think I'm gonna start, yeah, just like leaving maybe just a little bit in the eyes, just empty, so I could put eye color in. That would be cool. I wish I could listen to the music I usually listen to, as much as I like lo-fi, how relaxing it is. I want to listen to my fucking rock shit. I've been listening to a lot of Grandson, a lot of Papa Roach. Papa Roach has let out a bunch of new songs. I was like, oh damn, these are British Spisley. We got a little girly. Them eyebrows, be kind of thick though. Do, 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 do. Mm. Hey, this is starting to look like the boy, the young man. I got to draw Jermaine J. Notes at one point. The best hunter detectives that they've got. It would make no sense I could see the inside of this one. Well, would it? No, he's like more looking to the right, so I guess I'm just gonna. Oh, bigger. Wow. Yeah. Put some of the fucking stitching lines on that shit. It's got a little one down here. One up here. God, I hate this eraser. Why is it so fucking light? I didn't want like an airbrush eraser. Okay. Okay. Kind of want to draw something more exciting. I'll finish up like the shirt and shit and get his arms in. But I want to make something crazy. Something fucking wild. Ah! I think I gotta do a Franklin. I think that's what I gotta do. Action piece of Franklin. What the fuck? What the fuck? Shh. We won't talk about this. Don't look at that thumb. Don't fucking look at it anymore. Yo, don't look at this fucking hand. Holy shit! What the fuck? There's the thumb. I'll put a fucking middle finger. I'll put a hinting and a ring finger and no pinky. I don't feel like there is many like tall protagonists. Now I think about it. Oh, pretty small. If there is like a tall protagonist, they're like also like jacked as fuck. You know what I mean? Always beefy. Always beefy and tall. You know. I just want a tall boy. I like him skinny and scrawny. Middle finger. Hinting. There we go. Hands are not my strong suit. Alright? It's been a fat minute. Actually, why don't I... No. That'll look too geometric. I want it to look kind of natural. You know, I got all these kind of like I don't exactly got like straight lines going on fucking everywhere. If I start putting in too crazy like straight lines, it'll look kind of wonky the rest of the design. I don't like using the bucket anymore. Now I just go around the areas I want to fill in, and I do this. It's a lot more work, but you know, it's a lot less annoying than going back and forth with a paint bucket, realizing it didn't get like it leaves like this weird white line on everything, like in between, you know? And then you find out there's like a little like hole somewhere, and then you turn the whole canvas black, and then keep on going back, and you think you find the hole. So instead, I decided instead of going through that kerfuckle, I'm just gonna, you know, just select around the whole thing. It's just what I like to do. There we go. Space Fred's a talking dog, that's right. Sometimes in a air breathing shark, making out his game of someone in the book. I fell out of breeze, man, what was I think I had? I think I done a test. Done a test. Is the last ball named John Dice. He seems like he'd wear Converse. Let's do black laces just to make my life easier. Sorry, these baggy pants just started making me think of Johnny Test for some reason because they kept on pointing out that he wears baggy pants. Then I started thinking of the theme song. Sometimes when I draw, I'm just completely spaced out. I'm not here anymore. Oh, fuck, I gotta draw the crotch. I didn't think about the crotch. Pro tip, always think about the crotch. Never forget the crotch. Always remember. Like putting the pants seam every now and then. Oh, his legs kind of pointed out, so. Alright, let's see what this looks like without the... Okay, it's not too bad. Let's do some flip test. Oh! Oh! No! Fuck! No, damn it. God fucking damn it. I gotta erase this fucking eyeball. Shit on my Crocs, bro. Damn it. Okay. Well, uh, you know, do I want to redraw? No, I don't. I really don't. I think I'd rather just fucking suffer. Ah, shit. Get the fuck out of here. Sometimes you just gotta get rid of the sketch and start creating your own rules. Sometimes you need the sketch. Fuck. Okay. Let's just flip back and ignore that that ever happened. Now it's just time to color our special boy. Fuck. Oh, you fucking... Sometimes this selection process fucks. But if you can power through, you'll be fine. I promise. We got this cool thing called unselect. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking fixed it. Not even a problem. Everybody calm down. Everything's fine. Yeah, I really should have done this at a higher resolution. I know better for next time. Whoa! There we go. I kind of want to play Blade and Sorcery. So after I color this boy up, probably gonna end this stream. Unless anybody's got anything that can spark my imagination, I'll probably end this stream. Oh, hi, Hobbish! Just working on some character designs. How is everybody again? I use Clip Studio. Clip Studio Paint EX. Yeah, the animating one. I haven't done much with it yet, though. I do want to work on like some animations, but like, you know, I just gotta. Oh. Anyway, I just gotta get, you know, the drive to work on it and find time for it. Hold on. I see that somebody typed in the chat out of the corner of my eye, but I am so focused right now, and I don't want to fuck this up. Okay. No, I hate the fill bucket. I just complained about the fill bucket. I just decided it's better to work harder. I like this because when I use the fill, maybe there's like settings I could do to make the fill bucket better, but I'm not. Oh no, I'm not very good to my future self by making good line art to fill in. My settings are probably all fucked up. That is correct. But for now, you all get to watch me do this the hard way. Because I'm too fucking stubborn. Alright, there we go. Yes. Yes! Wait, why am I doing all this with my fucking... I'm doing all this with my stylus. I could be using the mouse and it could be way easier. Wah! There we go. Hell yeah. See, it's easier for like the hair. I should have fucking renamed this stream. Watch me slowly, mentally deteriorate. Hold on, fuck. There we go. Alright. Now watch this shit. Thank you. He's supposed to be I'm trying to make him like a little cute. He's supposed to be a little baby faced. He's the main character of kind of my passion project of Weebo. It's like basically the whole like kind of premise of the story is it's a very action-packed kind of story, but the character isn't very an action-packed kind of character. His friends that kind of protect him are. So basically the whole world, the world that everybody knows doesn't run how they think it is. Humans are kind of how do I say they are put into like reservations. They don't know it though. They just are like it's kind of they use like mental tactics to make them think that they're where they are because they want to be there, not because that is what like these higher powers have chosen. And that's because there's a lot more spiritual shit in the fucking world. And the problem is, humans are way too like spiritually adept. So the real world order, the ones that kind of run everything, the Hunter Society, just don't want to deal with them. So they kind of put them off and they separate them from everything else. But like every once in a while, some humans they become like they're even when they are not aware of all that's around them, they just have these innate abilities that awaken inside of them. And so a lot of times they get taken in, then they get classified, and then they get brought in as a citizen of the Hunter Society. And so the main character, he kind of awakens around the time he's 18, but his awakening is very, very different than most of anybody else's, because he is so spiritually adept that he is drawing in all of these crazy like cryptids and shit into his small town. And like so basically the whole story is all he can do is really see everything. So he is like a sitting duck with the biggest target on his back. And so him and like his best friends, they basically are just trying to save him from the monster of the week. It gets more complicated as it goes on. There's of course I'm like coming up with more rules for the government and shit like that. But basically hunters their main job is to like bring balance, keep humans unaware of their potential, and thus like the entire spirit world, and to prevent something that they call the Everyplane, which is a prophecy deity that they know that they could not stop if it came into existence. They're afraid that humans might possibly one day become the Everyplane. The story's called a Buibo because one of the most invisible things that almost no sidekicks can see, the main character can see. When he was a kid, he would see them, and he would call them Abuibos. And they're actually called Hyobliros. They are the chaotic side of the human soul. The natural instincts. The part that has the will to survive. There's more shit, like, there's characters, of course, that are able to harness, like, the chaotic energy of the Hyobliro, and they use it to their advantage. Those are called conduits. Of course, they are considered an unstable human spiritual anomaly, so they are pretty much they're one of the main things that hunters hunt if they ever become a thing. They're not very common though. I'm like a weird mix of lazy and I do way too much. Because I'm just realizing what I'm doing. And like, I know that people are trying to give me better solutions, but I'm just too damn stubborn. So I'm doing this really, really fucking weird shit. You fired your colorist for the fill bucket? I wish I had a colorist. Fuck. Then I wouldn't have to color anything. I'd be like, this is your problem. Yeah. By the way, this guy's name is Edwin. This is write this shit down. Edwin. Let me see if I can pull up an old picture of the whole crew. Of course, it's not a representation. Like the style is kind of outdated compared to the shit that I make now. But you know, the crew still kind of is gonna look the same. They're gonna have the same kind of colors and everything. Oh no! There we go. Holy shit. Anyway, so Mandy's my favorite. Mandy will probably be always my favorite character. She is Edwin's best friend. There we go. This is well, this is a bad drawing of Mandy. This isn't accurate to how she looks. I just gave her a really fucking weird face. Let me see if I can find the better picture of Mandy that I have. Where is it? I know I drew it on here. Anyway, this is probably a accurate picture of how, like, more of what Mandy looks like. She is a beefy person. The scowling face Mandy. Oh, this is a pretty little tree I drew. Yeah. I guess I was just trying to get her attitude. Oh, good win. This isn't a character, by the way. Oh yeah, she is mean. So basically, this guy is spiritually dead. He can see everything. This guy is a conduit. His is abnormally large. She's a crazy person with a baseball bat. That's kind of their dynamic. but shit, I know I got a better drawing of her in here somewhere. I'll try to download it real quick and open it up. But no, she's my favorite. She's gonna be kind of, well, all the characters play a part in being the comedic relief, but she's the one I imagine mostly saying the most quippy shit. And of course, being the comedic relief, she is the most depressing character actually. So I think this picture that I'm about to put up is the way I imagine her, like, the most. Like, this is actually how I imagine her. So it's gonna do import image. Mandy was one of those characters that I drew a lot more than the actual main character, and one that I think, whoa, what the fuck? Why are you so fucking? Oh, because it's in a higher resolution. Because I was smarter with this drawing. But yeah, that's how Mandy looks. She's called the Conduit Bane, or that's the nickname she gets later on. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, she has the same baseball bat throughout the whole story, and it's gonna get no Conduit Bane, Bane, like Batman. Shit, damn it, Justine, get the fuck off my shit. I'm just joking. Fuck. I drank all my Dr. Peppers. I went and got the minis so I can be more healthy, but now I just drink more of them because they're small. But yeah, she's my favorite. She's my favorite character for sure. Hold on, let me see if I can get up another picture of her. All these pictures make her look a little too beefy. She is a very muscular female character, but she isn't like, a complete fucking monster. You know what I mean? Let me see. I got like a sketch that I did over training that I really liked. Trying to get it. I keep on like telling myself I gotta like organize this computer better before like, it ends up like my last one, which was a complete and utter disaster, but I keep on just ignoring my thoughts that are telling me to do the right thing. I also got a really good picture of Franklin that I like. Franklin is also, well, I can't even say they're all my favorite. They're all my favorite. I'm sorry. they, I know I keep on saying this one's my favorite, that one's my favorite, but I love them all. They all hold a part of me. For that, they will always be in my soul. Where the fuck is it? I just downloaded them. What the fuck? Oh, because these are fucking web pages. You fucking jerk. God, this fucking keyboard. There we go. This is Franklin. We'll like it. He's got a very abnormally large here, Blero. And no. Shit. I should really read my things before I make decisions. Alright. Copy image. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to Control V again. This is Mandy. This is probably the most how I imagine her. It's like, sometimes it's easier for me to get a character design on paper than it is digital. You know, it's just completely different. I just gotta like find a way to translate it into digital, because that's how I want my stuff to look. But yeah. No. Oh. This is probably a better picture of Edwin. I like this one. It's very cute looking. He looks very dapper. I think it gets more of like how I want his face to look and how I want his body to look. This one I'm just, oh. Well, this one I just looked at this. I just looked away for a little bit and I looked back at it. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Damn it. Shit. All right. Anyway, how long has this been going? Okay, the stream's been going for about an hour and a half. I think I'm gonna call it a stream. Hop off for a little bit, play some games. It was fun talking about the story, especially just because I've been keeping a lot of it just kind of private, and mostly just been talking about it with Justine. But yeah, it's a story I'm super stoked to do. I'm super excited. It's not going to be my next project, of course. I need to start working on Gleek Lord Fossil Fuel and Barbara a lot more. He looks too beefy here. This is more accurate. Anyway, I need to work on Gleek Lord Fossil Fuel and Barbara more, because that's going to be my next project. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to try to stream something every week. Maybe I'll do on again, off again. Maybe I'll do AI Dungeon, and then I'll do an art stream, AI Dungeon, art stream. I'm gonna try to do it a bit more consistently now, because it is super fun every time I stream. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good rest of your day. Y'all are beautiful. And goodbye. Okay. Goodbye.